Ever wondered why Amsterdam is the capital of the Netherlands? Why is the king and the government located in The Hague, but The Hague is not the capital? Well, in this video we're going to explain just that. You will see that this has to do with money, prestige, well, power, and yes, why not the king? So find out how all of these things have created a unique concept in Europe and how it still is true today. All of this starts with the historical position of Amsterdam. In the 17th century, during the Golden Age, Amsterdam became a very powerful financial center in the Netherlands and even in Europe and the rest of the world. At one point it was even one of the richest cities in the world, which made it symbolically already the capital of the Netherlands. Officially, Amsterdam became the capital of the Netherlands in 1814, when King William I made it official in the Dutch Constitution. So yes, that means that indeed, according to the Dutch Constitution, Amsterdam is the official capital, but it is merely symbolic. The real administrative and government part is in The Hague. So it's a capital without any functions of a capital. Now, The Hague has been traditionally the residence of Dutch stadhouders and kings since the 16th century, and later became the seat of government, parliament, and the royal court. This tradition has been continued even after the establishment of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, making The Hague the political and administrative capital of the Netherlands. Now, The Hague is home to the Dutch Parliament, the Staten-Generaal, the National Court of Justice, and the Royal Palace, Noord-Eenepaleis. That's kind of like the working palace of the king. So The Hague is often seen as the de facto capital in terms of politics and power. Another reason is, well, a separation between symbolism and governance. The decision to make Amsterdam the capital was also based on to separate kind of the difference between symbolic and real government. The Hague reflects the distinction between symbolic and this economy. Amsterdam, the administration power, and The Hague. This distinction is exceptional, but we accepted it in the Netherlands because of the strong historical, political, and economic roles of both cities. Now, it's also pragmatic. The Hague never received formally the status of a capital, probably because it was seen as just a pragmatic place to establish the government. It was strategically located to other centers of political power in Europe, especially during the time of the Republic of the Seven United Provinces. In short, Amsterdam became the capital because it is historical and economic importance, while The Hague remained the seat of government because of the political and pragmatic role of the location. But there's more. Remember I told you that there was a king involved? Well, to be exactly, King Lodewijk Napoleon. Napoleon's brother. He had his own reasons to make Amsterdam the capital when he was told that he would be the king of the Netherlands. Now, what were those reasons? Economic and strategic importance is one of them. Amsterdam was already an important economic center in the 19th century, and the king saw it as a nice, thriving commercial city with a large port that allowed easy access to the country, especially of goods, the export of goods, of which the Netherlands was already very good. This economic importance played a major role in Louis' decision to promote the city as the capital. Amsterdam was not only a rich, but also well connected to other European parts, which made that indeed it was kind of like a logical choice for Lodewijk to make it the capital of the kingdom and to kind of like get closer to the power of France at that time. It's also about symbolism and royal ambition. Louis Napoleon wanted to legitimize and strengthen his kingdom. He took this very, very seriously. So he needed a city that underlined the prestige of his kingship. And Amsterdam was already a very well-established city that showed a lot of history, wealth, richness, and international trade. So for him, it was kind of like logical. Now, he was also keen to be loved by the Dutch people, so he even learned Dutch. And making Amsterdam the capital was kind of like in line of using customs and traditions that the Dutch had, and making Amsterdam then the court would get him closer to the citizens of his new kingdom. If you ask me, not that badly thought. Now, relationship to The Hague. The Hague was traditionally seen as the seat of stadhouders and the political center of the Republic of the Seven United Netherlands. Now, however, Louis wanted to distance himself of the Republican past of the Netherlands. He wanted to make sure that indeed it was seen as a monarchy. So making The Hague the capital was not smart in his opinion. That's another reason why Amsterdam became the capital. And The Hague, that had to stay with the old aristocracy on the stadholders, as we said. Now, the French influence. Napoleon, as the brother of the King of the Netherlands, of Lodewijk, he also wanted to make sure that indeed there was a nice, centralized and modern Dutch kingdom. Amsterdam suited better. So, in short, Louis Napoleon or Lodewijk chose Amsterdam as the capital because of its economic importance, its symbolic value, a center of trade and wealth, and yes, to legitimize his own ambition as a king. Therefore, Amsterdam was a more logical choice. Now, when Louis was basically sent away by his brother in 1810, the French Empire also annexed the Netherlands, and the Netherlands lost independence. Amsterdam was not the capital anymore, but when William I came to the Netherlands and became king, it was kind of like implied that Amsterdam needed to be the capital, but the government would be in Den Haag. So there you have it, the reasons why Amsterdam is the capital, but the government and the king are now in The Hague. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and watch the other videos about Dutch culture and maybe even get more ideas about what happened in the Netherlands and how it happened.